Hello and welcome to this video about inflation and how it's making you poor. Inflation is a topic that affects everyone, but many of us don't really understand it. That's why we've created this video to explain what inflation is and how it's affecting your finances. What is inflation? Inflation is when the price of goods and services goes up over time. This means that the money you have today won't be worth as much in the future. Think about this. If you had $1 10 years ago, you could buy a lot more with it than you can today. This is because the price of things have gone up and your dollar doesn't stretch as far as it used to. How does inflation work? Inflation happens when there's too much money in the economy and not enough goods and services to go around. When there's too much money chasing too few goods, the prices go up. Another factor that can cause inflation is when the cost of production goes up, such as when the cost of raw materials or labor increases. When production costs go up, companies have to raise their prices to cover their costs. What are the effects of inflation? Well, when prices go up, your money doesn't go as far as it used to. You have to spend more to buy the same things. This is why inflation is often called a silent thief. It slowly steals your purchasing power and you might not even realize it. Inflation also affects your savings. If you have money saved in a bank account, the interest you earn might not be enough to keep up with inflation. This means that over time, your savings will be worth less and less. Let's talk about wages and inflation. Inflation can also make it difficult for you to keep up with your expenses if your wages aren't increasing at the same rate as the price of goods and services. If you're earning the same amount of money but the cost of living is going up, you're going to have a harder time making ends meet. This is why it's important to keep an eye on inflation and to make sure your income is keeping pace with the cost of living. How do we protect ourselves from inflation? The first step is to stay informed. Keep an eye on inflation rates and make sure you are aware of how the cost of living is affecting your finances. Another way to protect yourself is to save in a way that will help your money keep pace with inflation. For example, you could invest in stocks, bonds, or real estate. These type of investments have the potential to grow in value over time, which can help you stay ahead of inflation. In conclusion, inflation is a silent thief that can slowly erode your purchasing power and savings. It's important to stay informed about inflation rates and to take steps to protect your finances. Whether it's through investing or finding ways to increase your income, there are things you can do to keep ahead of inflation. Thanks for watching. We hope this video has helped you understand how inflation is affecting your finances and what you can do to protect yourself.